This is the Just for Kids Motor Trail. It's about to take you through some of Australia's most breathtaking scenery while raising money for disadvantaged and disabled children. So sit back, relax and enjoy the ride of your life. The Just for Kids Motor Trail is an annual charity event, but it's not a race. This year, entrants enjoyed a leisurely 10-day journey from Townsville to Ravenswood, then on to Charters Towers, Richmond, Julia Creek, Corumba, the spectacular Cobbold Gorge, and finishing up at beautiful Port Hinchinbrook. Along the way, the motor trail will leave a footprint in many of these isolated communities and enrich the lives of some less fortunate young Queenslanders. It's a relatively small charity with a very big heart and making a real difference in the towns they visit.
We let the towns identify a cause. They are the ones that are on the ground, that virtually in those towns. I mean, it's all very well to live in Brisbane or the Gold Coast or one of the bigger cities, towns like Townsville or something. But out here, one street and you're through a town, and it's often miles they have to travel. The expenses that override the actual need that the child has are enormous. So if we can help in any way, then that's what we're all about. That's what we're out here doing.
The sound of sizzling sausages signifies day one of the motor trail. All 25 entrants gather at Mike Carney Toyota for a briefing breakfast, a quick lecture on pet care,
Wolfie will travel in the car between meal breaks,
and to spread a little joy to a Townsville family hit hard by illness. With this first donation kindly accepted, the motor trailers await patiently the checkered flag.
Yeah, we did last year, so this is the second year we've done it. And yeah, kids had a ball, we had a ball.
This particular charity, we like that everything stays in the town, that it's the money raised goes to the town, it's 100%, everyone's a volunteer.
Very exciting, just like the first night on my honeymoon.
Townsville Mayor Les Tyrrell is given the honour of starting the 2008 Just for Kids Motor Trail as they head towards their first overnight stop at Ravenswood.
basically get the whole show rolling. Get them going when it needs to get going, stop them when they need to stop, checking out on situations when someone's broken down, making the decision on whether to tow them, fix them, who to leave with them, whether to carry on, that sort of stuff. It's basically the day-to-day running, like a general manager, I guess. And every dollar that we raise goes to the charities, basically. So, and we do leave a lot back in the towns, you know, and I think that's very important.
There'll be many rest stops during the 10-day journey, and if you're not into fun and games, well, you're on the wrong motor trail.
Well, this is getting cosy now. We're getting real cosy now.
Next stop, Guru State School, and the mission? To put a smile on some excited young faces. Cowboys player Jacob Lillyman and basketball legend Leroy Loggins along for the ride and helping out wherever they can. The motorcade continues and gets a first-hand look at an Ayr cane farm in mid-harvest. Then it's off to the local Toyota dealer, where there is such a thing as a free lunch and more generous community groups donate to the Just for Kids charity. Ayrville State School are next on the list for giveaways and education packs, followed by Clare State School, and there's no doubt this visit will be a talking point at Little Lunch.
Me and James thought it would be a good organisation to go and do a trail for and raise money. It goes to a lot of disadvantaged children, no one particular fund. Just about every school stop we do, we seem to donate some money towards a particular charity in that area.
I think it's a great group of people. They're all fun, they like to sort of play little pranks on each other, which makes life really lovely, and it's all fun and it's just wonderful.
It's been glad wrapped.
The motor trailers finally arrive at historic Ravenswood. Once a thriving gold mining town, it's now a ghost town. with a population of around 100 people. It's the first overnight stop and a chance to donate some much-needed funds to the Ravenswood State School. Coming up later, the motor trail continues and hits muddy country. Wow! Nearly hits cattle country and discovers how beautiful this country can be. The 2008 Just for Kids motor trail heads to the Burdekin Dam, and leading the way is the Toyota Prius hybrid that will get you around 1,000 kilometres to a tank, which is food for thought when you're travelling over 3,000 kilometres. While it was a quick visit to the dam, there's always time for some R&R, and it's obvious there are no golf pros among this lot.
The aim is to get this ball into that tyre ring up there.
Yep.
The motor trail continues and keeps well fed with a lunch stop at the Mingler Hotel, before arriving at Charters Towers, a scenic gold mining town big on history and character. And it's here that the motor trail entrants attend the Charters Towers Mining Industry Ball, where it's mandatory to let your hair down. It's also the venue for a $4,000 donation to local Indigenous support group Pass Australia. Next morning, breakfast is followed by some fun and games, which included yours truly. It's a hit with the young at heart and with some heart-throbbing Cowboys fans who are keen for an autograph or two from back rower Jacob Lillyman.
Yeah, you know, everywhere we sort of go in North Queensland, the kids, you know, they really get excited. They're, you know, all massive Cowboys fans, so it really made their day. All kids enjoy, you know, playing sport, and you know, I guess the Just for Kids Foundation helps facilitate that, especially in remote areas, and it's a really good cause.
Never a dull moment with taking an old car. We've broken down twice already and managed to fix it. We just enjoy the company of the other people on the trail mainly, and the jokes and fun that they have, and the townships that we go to are quite good.
The roads are just awesome, some of the ones we've been on. I much prefer to be on the dirt, I think, because you have that really wild experience. The bitumen, you know, it's just boring, but you know, you've got to get to places and some of that has to be in it. So, but yeah, the dirt's just incredible. You know, you're up and down, you're all over the place, and you've got the car going sideways, so it's a pretty amazing feeling if you're not used to it.
Before setting off on the next leg, the trail boss hands out last-minute route instructions and is ready to help with any potential motoring disasters.
My speedo doesn't work.
Why doesn't it work?
Because I don't know how to set it.
You don't know how to reset it?
And disaster is averted. And the entrants enjoy a little dirt on their way to an overnight stop at Trafalgar Station. But it's not all plain sailing. Help is always close at hand, and the motor trail finally kicks off its driving shoes at Trafalgar for a bush-style Olympics. Later, a huge Carlton United semi-trailer pulls up and it's a welcome sight, giving the wannabe athletes a chance to exercise the right arm for a while. Trafalgar Station presents some beautiful scenery, and as the sun sets, it's a chance to unwind and strike up a campfire sing-song.
What an almighty sight to see.
Well, it's a 1964 Falcon. It's been completely seam welded and strengthened to take all the ruts and bumps that you get on a motor trail.
It's one of those things that by the end of the motor trail, you don't want to get out of it, as much as it's probably full of dust. And
we've got a brand new car at home. We've only had it a couple of weeks, and to get out of that into a car that's 44 years old, it was pretty hard at the start, but now it's the opposite at the end. You know, you really want to stay in that car and you know, and forget about all the new technology stuff that's in the new one.
Refreshed and revived, the Just for Kids Motor Trail cuts across the Great Dividing Range on its way to Richmond. A morning tea stop at Pentland School providing a lot of excitement. Leroy Loggins making the most of the motor trail, with the Leroy Loggins Foundation also assisting children in need.
Working with Just for Kids, that allows us to get to some remote areas and get to some of the country folks that, you know, we would never be able to do this without Just for Kids. I mean, just to see the smiles on the kids' faces, you know, yeah, they're fun, you know, and I've always wanted to help assist kids to go as far as they can, and it's a great opportunity to give something back.
The journey continues for the motor trailers, winding their way to another homestead lunch. Sometimes the road ahead isn't all that smooth though. The entrants can find themselves facing numerous challenges.